All right, dude, let's do this. All right, this is us. It's Fieles Inaugural. We're gonna start doing podcasts. It's gonna be our inaugural today. We got some things to talk about. Of course, there's not very much going on in Padres land, but there is. There is and there isn't. There's a lot of rumors going on. There's a lot of truths going on, and there's a lot of review that we need to do. So, without further ado, my cousin Alvaro and myself, Luis, here we go.
Let's do this. All right, man. Let's talk about this 2025 season of the Padres. What you think, man? Like, for real, 100%. If you think about it, give me your honest advice of what you think they did.
I think they did great at the beginning of the season. Like I said, they started out on fire. I think we're the first to 10 games, to 10 wins,
Like 11,
and then I think, we were just rocking it. And then we got towards the middle of the season, which, we started touching and going. We hit first place, I think, for like a day or two, if I'm not mistaken. Towards the end, and this is where it kind of got frustrating for me, was Dodgers kept giving it to us.
They wanted it.
Dodgers kept saying, here you go, man, here's first place. And we literally mirrored what they did. They won, we won. They lost, we lost. They lost 3 in a row, we lost 3 in a row. They won 3 in a row, we won 3 in a row. And we were playing the garbage teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We were playing the White Sox, the Rockies. Dude, we were playing like just the Tampa Bay. They were playing Milwaukee, the Phillies, the Mets, and they
got swept by the Angels.
And they got And dude, we couldn't do nothing. We couldn't do nothing. So to me, we could have took the division. It would have been a different playoff scenario for us.
At home.
You know what I mean? We would have been at home. It would have been a different vibe. It would have been different everything. We wouldn't have had the Cubs.
At Cincy.
We would have had Cincinnati. And come on. I mean, come on.
Well, they have one player. They got Ellie De La Cruz.
I mean, dude.
But yes, they snuck in.
They did. But still, I mean, props to Cincy. I mean, they did what they had to do. But still, I think an overall, the 90 plus or 90 win season that we had is great. I just don't like the fact that we hang our hat on that. You know what I mean? I just don't like it. A lot of fans say, "Oh, well, we lost in the playoffs, so we got 90 wins." Well, so what? What is that? Where's the trophy for that? Where's my banner for that? Where's my ring for that? I don't get it. I just don't get it. You know what I mean? My banner and my ring is for the World Series, and we had a legit shot. I want it all. I want everything. I want it all.
Okay, to piggyback off of that, to me, I look at this season. It's to quote Apollo 13, it was a successful failure.
There you go.
Like,
there you
legit.
go.
Successful failure.
Yeah.
We succeeded. We got 90 wins. You can't hate on 90 wins. So we can't hate on 90
I'm not hating on 90 wins,
success.
but I'm not going to say that that's our, like, oh my God.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Our failure was the playoffs. We expected deep, at least championship, division series.
I wanted to go to the LCS. Literally the LCS. I really had my eyes on the LCS. To be honest, the Chicago Cubs pitching was not it. We lost,
No,
and we got cooked by mediocre pitching in the playoffs, bro. Even in Shota Imanaga, bro, not good. He was not. That's why they DFA'd the dude, and now they did. He took a qualifying offer, Imanaga, dude. So that tells you a lot. You know what I mean? That tells you a lot. You know what I'm saying? So we got cooked by mediocre pitching, and and people are still saying, "Oh, we had a 90 win season, bro. We got 90 wins to play 2 extra games." You know what I'm saying? To me, dude, unacceptable. It's just unacceptable.
I look at it like I said, 90 wins is 90 wins.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not gonna hang my hand and say, "Oh yeah, we had a great." That's why it's a successful failure for me.
Right.
I think partly the new fans are spoiled.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And to a lot of like the older fans, us. I mean, I was there in 2018. I was there in 2017 where there was 26,000 people on the last game of the season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Giving away seats pretty much. And so to have these many sellouts, to actually have the fan base, now the team has expectations. So they're looking at it like, okay, we're expecting now to not just win 90 games. All right, at the beginning, what Siler said, rest in peace, he was saying he's going to have our winning championship team 2020 and up. You remember that.
Yeah,
he said 2020 and up, we're going to have a winning team. Hey, he got us there. He did his job, AJ. Mm-hmm. Hey, great job. He got us there.
Right.
So now the fans showed up.
Yeah.
And now we're being what fans in LA fans in New York are, which is now we expect results.
Right.
And so I look at it like fans are gonna say, well, we got this, we got this, we got that. But no, like that's old San Diego fans.
Yeah.
That should not be our new going forward model. Should not be like, well, we got 90 wins. Well, we got a successful season. No, it should be, okay, let's get deep on the playoffs now.
And you know
Philly did it.
Exactly, bro. And that's my thing. We don't have a mediocre lineup. We have a good lineup. And listen to me, AJ Preller, and that you mentioned him. AJ Preller works magic, bro. Like this season, dude. At the very last 2 days, he got Laureano, he got Miller, he got O'Hearn. I think the last season was Gavin Sheets, or was this season?
He
got a lot of good, solid dudes that helped us out a lot. Now,
Pavetta.
I thought
that guy was gonna be garbage.
That's what I'm like. Nick, I was like, really, Nick Pavetta, man? Come on, man. Come on, AJ. Come on, man. Bro,
scraping the barrel at that.
Yeah. We're bargaining. We're barrel hunting here. But he came out, man. Niebla is the pitching whisperer. He's the pitching whisperer, and I'm so glad that they promoted that guy. You know what I mean? I'm really happy that they did. You know, that shows that hey, man, you didn't get the manager spot, but we still have this type of faith in you, which is great. But to go into what I was saying was, we have the lineup to do damage, you know, and just the way we just lay it on down in the playoffs. Two postseasons in a row. We just go to bed. Bro, 24 scoreless innings. I'm never, ever going to get that thing set out of my mouth. Ever. And I think the Padres didn't drag that with them into the playoffs. They didn't remember, hey, man, we went 0 for 24. You know, 0 for 24. See, that's a lot, bro. That's a lot. And then they won. I think they scored 2 runs in the winning game that they did with Chicago.
Yeah.
They 2-1. Total. I mean, come on, bro. Come on.
Well, it starts from the top. I mean, when you have your top players getting 0 hits on your 2 losses and they got hits on the win, what does that say?
It just says a lot, man.
What does that say? 0 hits in 2 games.
It says a lot.
Stars.
And I think Mike Schilt had a lot to do with it. He didn't want to mix it up. He didn't want to switch it up. I think the only guy he moved was like a Rise. I think that, and then he put Merrill up a couple spots, and that was it.
Yeah,
and that was it. So, excuse me.
He stuck too much to his guns of like, we're not going to let these slumps go with what works.
Right.
So he's going too much on, like, this is how it is. This is what got us here, and this is how we're going to win. And I felt like he should have learned that from last year, because all last year, when we got to the playoffs and we went up against the Dodgers and we had the struggles in that one game, he did not change the lineup. Now, the Dodgers, what they do, they completely went, well, let's go to bullpen in game 4.
Yeah.
And then they were like, all right, let's switch. They tried something new that they had not done all year.
Right.
Why? Because of the playoffs.
You know, and you do the playoffs is a different animal. And I know Mike Schilt knows this. Mike Schilt's a baseball lifer. I know he knows this, but he was, I guess, hard-headed. I guess he was just stubborn. He was stubborn. 100%. And he didn't make the changes that were necessary. To me, I mean, he wanted Jackson Merrill bunting in the 4th inning, bro. Come on, bro.
That's what they had done all year.
Come on, bro.
That's what they had
Dude,
done all year.
in the 4th inning, bro. I can see it in the 7th, 8th. Bro, let Jackson Merrill. And then when he started swinging away, home run.
Yeah.
Home run. And that was at like the losing, game, to lose it all. Home run, dude. So, come on. I mean, come on. I'm just
was that a strike or a ball against Bogarts?
Bro, that was a ball, dude. That's a helmet tapper all day, bro. I'm glad, that's going to come into play now that, it's going to start tapping helmets. Because I would have done it all day long. Like, dude, tap that in a helmet, So, but, I mean, even though, that if there was a ball or strike from Bogarts, we shouldn't have been in that position.
No.
We shouldn't have been in that position. But we should have been comfortable in all 3 of those games. I mean, 2.
Shouldn't have gone 3.
We shouldn't have gone 3. We should have took the first 2 and skated on home.
So then, moving forward from that, as we know, so it's at this point I could, we rated. If you rate it by 1 through 10, you say 10 is complete success. Obviously, 10 will only be when we have that parade.
Mm-hmm.
What would you rate the season?
Man, I'm gonna say 7.
That's still a good season.
It's a good season, but it's not
So at that point, you go.
We had 7 because we got into the postseason. Even though we only played 2 extra games, we got into the postseason. There was a lot of other
Cincinnati
teams.
got into the postseason. They got swept.
But I mean, there was I think did the Mets make it? The Mets didn't make it.
No, they choked out.
They choked, but they're like a $1 zillion payroll. You know what I mean? So I mean, we got in good on good effort. You know what I mean? We did what we had to do. But my thing is that at the postseason, and it's already a trend now, bro. Two in a row. 2 in a row. You fall asleep at the plate, bro. It's concerning. It's concerning. Now, hopefully, this new skipper does something, to put some foot in their ass. And
speaking of that, Stammen's hiring.
The knee jerk reaction. The knee jerk reaction was like, who in the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is this guy? Who and what in the hell? Where did this guy come from? You know
I didn't
what
even think he was going to be a candidate.
Do you want to know something? He was part of the interview process. He was one of the guys sitting behind the desk interviewing Pujols, interviewing Niebla, interviewing the other. Yeah, he was part of the interview process. And then AJ Preller convinced him and said, "Hey man, go and sit on the other side. Let's talk to you for a minute." And they convinced him because AJ Preller had been wanting Stammen for a minute. He's been wanting Stammen for a minute. I know this has been talked about for a minute. He's been wanting Stammen. He finally got Stammen to agree because Stammen is a very family-based. Just his family is the root, of him. He talked to his family, said, "Hey, man, we're going to come from Ohio to San Diego, which is going to be a big difference."
That's a big difference.
You know what I mean? What do you guys think? They were all in on it. Stammen said, "Let's go, let's do it," and there he is now.
All right, now here's the thing: is he going to be? Is he a puppet? Or is he a manager? Because all these first years, look at Tingler.
Oh, man.
Like, even prior to Tingler.
Please don't make me think of Tingler.
I'm just saying, those guys were puppets.
Yeah.
Like, until we got Melvin, who was an actual manager who put his foot down.
Yeah.
And what happened? He clashed with AJ, and he just said, "I'm done."
Yeah.
So, is Stammen a puppet that's just going to follow the analytics? Or is he going to be a manager that actually manages this game? Now, he's a first-time manager.
Yeah.
As of right now, I don't know that he's ever managed anything. At least Pujols was managing his team over in Dominican.
In the Dominican, To be fair to Stammen, anybody that we would have hired would have been first-time manager. Anybody would have been Niebla first time. Pujols would have been first time. Anybody would have been a first time.
He's already
but he's in the coaching staff.
Yeah.
So he got a taste. He got a lot of taste. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For managing. Craig Stammen, I think, is going to be one of those dudes that's going to be in between. He is going to listen to Preller. He is going to listen to him. He's going to be like, hey, Preller's going to talk to him, tell him, hey, this and this and this and this is what's up. He'll do it, but I think he'll see it. I'll meet you halfway. Type of guy.
I hope so.
With Melvin, it was like, no, I'm not gonna do this. You're crazy. This is I know how to win. He did take us to the prom. He took us far, dude. Deep. And it was like, whoa, this guy. Yeah. And so that's when I was like, Melvin, dude, Preller, you kind of gotta know your role. Stay in your lane, bro. Stay in your lane. Let this guy cook. You know what I mean? But I think
the next year he didn't.
Yeah,
really, and then what happened?
It just blew up.
Team fell apart.
We just fell apart, and
So Soto had something to do with it. That's what I've heard from unnamed sources.
A lot of people say it was Soto. A lot of people say Soto was stirring up a lot of stuff. I kind of believe it. I kind of do. But at the same time, I'm not going to put these are $300 million professionals. These are dudes that aren't getting paid the league minimum, that aren't even in the middle of. These guys are getting paid top dollar. They're not Shohei Ohtani's. They're not Juan Soto monies. They're not. And no Padre, I think, ever will be. But they were, at the time, think about it. When Manny Machado got signed, who else was making $300 million?
Bryce Harper.
You know what I mean? But 2. And they both got drafted in the same class. Harper and Machado. After that, it was Tatis. You know what I mean? So who was getting paid that type of money when these dudes were getting signed up?
How much was Mookie getting at that time?
he was with Boston, wasn't he? And I don't think he was getting paid that much because he wanted his payment. He wanted his payday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what the Dodgers said. Well, we'll pay you. You know what I mean? All right. You know.
Ever since he got there, that's when they got in the ring.
And man, yeah, Mookie went there and just went bananas. He just went bananas. But again, I think Stammen will have more player control. I think he's going to be able to say, "Hey, man, you know what? You kind of messed that up," you know. Versus a Mike Schill, he had to be more professional about it. At first, when I thought Stammen got promoted, it was like if, let's say you and I, you know, we're at work and you get promoted.
Yeah.
My first thought is like, heck yeah, my cousin's promoted. It's party time.
Right.
Heck yeah, you know what I'm saying? But what
Easy
happened?
ride.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. But now, when my cousin has to make that hard decision against me, you know what I mean? Now
tensions rise.
Yeah. Now it's like, hey, who are you talking to? You know what I mean? It's going to be like that, and that's what I think with because these guys, this Manny Machado, this is Fernando Tatis, this is Jackson Merrill. This kid, he wants it, and I think that these two strikes, these two misses in the postseason, dude, they stick with him because he shows it in the interviews.
He does.
He's like, man, I don't want to talk about it. You know what? Just get away from me right now. Let me soak this anger in. You know what I mean? And with with these other players like O'Hearn was just like, dude, this was embarrassing. Straight up said it, dude. This was embarrassing. So, I mean, there's hope for him, no? With O'Hearn?
Yeah, he's a free agent.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's hope. Let AJ cook. But anyway, I just there's gonna be, I think, some pushback, and I think there might be a little bit of clashing because they're gonna see like, hey man, what's up? Well, you're the freaking boss, yeah.
He's not even that old. Like,
you know what I mean?
Right?
And he's 41 years
Yeah.
old.
Young manager.
And he was just playing with these dudes. Just 2
Yeah.
years ago, he was playing with these dudes. And now you're promoted, you know what I mean? And now you're the boss, and now we got to kind of answer to you. It's like, you know what I'm saying? And if I got to make a decision against you, you can't take it personal. And these guys take it personal.
They take it
you know what I mean?
Especially pitchers.
And the pitch, and yeah. And
How's
they're going to be like,
work with the pitching staff. Now, one of my biggest gripes this year was overusing that bullpen. I was like, okay, why you can't? I get we had a great bullpen, but when you guys are having 60 appearances in the year, when you're not letting Randy Vasquez go more than 5 innings because you're going to face someone a third time, I'm tired of analytics sometimes. I go, we are the more, how do you say it? We're the Tampa Bay Rays with more money.
Yeah.
That's what we are right
Okay.
now. We're the Tampa Bay Rays with more money. We're following too much analytics. Yes, we have more money so we can get players that Tampa can't get that they end up trading away and getting rid of to, give up the farm system, which I don't even want to go into the farm system right now.
We don't have one left.
We don't. But even then, I still say, listen to me on this one. We have, since he came in 2015, brother. Yeah. We have gotten rid of our farm system
every time.
So many
times. Every time.
Yeah,
every
we
time.
still make these trades because why? He recoups our farm system.
Yeah.
So we got rid of 14 players and this and that. It's like we've gotten rid of players nonstop from year 1 to year 10.
Yes.
And we've been able to do this. Why? Because he recoups the farm system.
He's out there right now in friggin' Latin America finding talent right now.
So at this point, I go, can we just leave it alone with the farm system?
Yeah.
Like, we're fine with the farm system.
Even though Devers, what's that kid's name? The shortstop that we just got rid of, brain fart here on my part.
Talking about Oakland's guy.
Yeah, Oakland's new guy.
Yeah.
He was like the next shining star. You know what I mean? But
where are we gonna put him at?
Well, I mean,
Machado's contract till 2030, like 3. Bogarts is like the same thing. So.
I mean, Bogey's gonna have to start, knowing his role. If he doesn't, to me,
he's got 9 years or 8 years.
He's got 9. I mean, he's probably gonna have to sit down, bro. He's probably
ain't no one gonna sit out $280 million.
No, I know they're not. But I mean, I think we did the right move because of Bogarts. I think we did do the right move because of Bogarts.
And Crone's still here till like
and so but I mean that's why I think O'Hearn needs to come back.
Especially with the Rise going to be gone now.
And the Rise is going to be we're talking to him. I think they're talking to him to a Rise. I hope they're talking.
$10 million.
No way. No, not even close. I think he's going to do something team friendly because he's been really vocal about staying in San Diego.
He does like it.
He does like it here. But I think O'Hearn is like a priority. I think we got Laureano locked down for the next 2 years, which I want to talk about that guy because as soon as he went down, the team just like sunk with him. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, is that guy that good? Is that guy that good?
It's not, but we had a big hole in left field.
You know what I mean? But it's like literally everybody forgot to hit when he was gone. You know what I mean? Like, is that guy that good? But anyway, that's a different story.
That's a different topic. We'll remember that
another
next
day.
week.
Yeah, we're gonna footnote that one. But yeah, the farm system, I'm not even worried about it because I know Priller always rebuilds. Always rebuilds. And we'll have guys that are going to be ready to go in 2030. We'll have guys that are going to be ready to go in 2020. Don't panic, man. Don't even worry about it. And these guys are going to be ready to go, and he's going to trade them. So, because he's going to win now. He's in the win. When you do those types of trades, they're win now trades. You know what I mean? They're I'm going to trade you this kid who we don't know is going to develop, but he looks really good.
Is our window closed?
It's closing. It's closing, man. I think...
Because that... I get what you're saying. Now when you make that point, you say win now. We've been trying to win now for, 4 years?
4 years. Yeah.
When is the window going to close?
It's closing. I'll say I'm honest. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's closing. Machado's starting to come downhill. Toddy, I don't know if he's getting complacent. You know what I mean? Bogarts.
I don't think they're using Tatis right.
You think? Where do you want him?
I don't want him leading off.
Man,
I don't want him.
I want him in the 3-hole.
Second. I want him in the 3-hole.
I want him
Machado behind him. Yeah. His best seasons were with him and Machado behind him. Yep. Because what were you gonna do?
You have to hit.
You pitch to one or you can pitch to the other.
Yeah, you got to do one. Like
that's perfect.
And now we got
a little handshake at the end.
Yeah, and now we got Merrill coming up. You know what I mean? And Laureano. So I mean, and even Fermin, with the bunt. Fermin laid down the best bunts. You know what I mean? For us. So we have options right now to not do what we did this season.
We can do solid 1 through 5 because you can have Bogarts. I actually think Bogarts plays his best as a leadoff. He
did a couple leadoff games. He did get the hits, home run, I think it was, in San Diego.
Yeah. I think he has, for me personally, I would say he would lead off, have maybe, if you're going to have Tatis up, have him second, Machado third. Put those two back to back.
Yeah.
I think no matter what, whether you put Tatis third, Machado fourth, Tatis second, Machado third, you put those guys together.
Right.
Throw in anyone else after that, whether it's Laureano with Merrill, whether you put Merrill second and Tatis, and because having Arias second, we're not the '98 Padres. Like he's not hitting 330.
No,
he's not gonna be Tony.
Right.
He wasn't getting anyone. He was just doing his basic. I'm gonna hit to left, or I'm gonna ground out the middle.
Yeah, exactly. That little. Between first and second.
I don't know why he was lifting so much either. I mean, I don't understand why he just kept lifting to the left.
I don't either.
What's he doing?
I don't know. I think he wanted to play. I think he wanted that double. He wanted that double over that single. You know what I mean? And I'm sure the first base coach wanted it too because every time Arias got to first base, he punched. Freaking dude. And you could tell they're hard because you see in the replay, it's like, ugh. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
he wanted it.
So I think he wanted the doubles, and I think that it just didn't work for him. It just didn't work for him. And he got out of what he knew what to do, was to get the single man. That's what you're good for. Get on base. Start making a disturbance out there. You know what I mean?
3 different teams.
Come on, man. I mean, come on. Cut it out, Rice. Cut it out. Get your single. Get on base. Cause a disturbance out there. You know what I mean? Maybe steal a base.
What about putting him 8th or 9th?
That works too, man. I mean, that works too.
Think about it. Top is heavy. The new baseball now, you go top heavy. Lower is supposed to be just your, just padding.
Hope guys, yeah. Hope you get a hit, hope you get a run, whatever.
You get guys that can get on base, like an Arias, put him 8th, put him 9th. If he's back to who he was, he doesn't strike out a lot.
He does not. He walks or he hits.
He hits. You put him on. Let's say he gets back up to his 300, gets his OBP to 460 or something, back up there, doing his job, right?
Yeah, I mean, what he normally does.
Then you turn it over.
That would be sweet. I mean, get back to the 1, 2, 3 hitters,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you who that worked for, and it wasn't, it was for the Dodgers, man. It worked for them because everybody from top to bottom was hitting.
Dodgers.
And you know what I mean? From top to bottom, bro.
Well, that's not fair for them. We can't even compare.
I'm not comparing. I'm just saying if it worked for us,
yeah,
that's what it would look like.
If
you know what I
any
mean?
team had, what do they have?
No. But I'm just saying if we put a rise down in the 7 hole, you know what I mean? It would look kind of like that setup, you know what I mean? Because each one of those guys is going to hit in the Dodgers. With us, there's going to be some hit and misses, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if we put a rise right there in a crucial spot at the bottom of the lineup, we're going to get that type of model and that type of productivity. You know what I mean? That he'll actually do something. It'll be meaningful, you know what I mean? And keep the inning going. So that's what my thing is. Continue to keep that inning going. Bunting isn't going to do it.
I don't think Bunting.
Bunting's not going to do it.
Situational, maybe. I really feel like they should be doing some suicide squeezes here and there.
That's the only thing. The only time I think you should bunt. You know what I mean? Even getting the runner over, it just doesn't sit well with me. Swing the bat. My guy.
It depends.
Jackson Merrill should not be bunting.
Jackson Miller should not be bunting. You're right.
Jackson maybe Framil for me. For me,
yeah,
he should bunt. Yeah, he can bunt really well.
Yes.
That's it. Cronenworth. He can bunt.
Cronen's just a workhorse because he can work a count.
This is what I think about Cronenworth, man.
I love Cronen.
He was such high value at the beginning. And he got, why he got that contract? Because he got that hit to beat the Dodgers.
Yes,
man. That was that hit contract. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why he got that contract.
Got him with arbitration until like 2029.
Oh, I couldn't believe that. I was like, what the fuck, dude? But anyway, Crony, man, I love Crony, man, but he's just so wishy-washy. He's just so wishy-washy. I wish he was more clutch. He doesn't have to be consistent, but be clutch. You know what I mean?
You want that 2022 hit again?
There you go, man. Just give me that hit every now and again. You know what I mean? We're bottom of the ninth. You're up. Don't strike out, bro. Come on, man. Sweet.
He's good at working the count, though.
Yeah, well, he works the count really well. Because he got the size for it, I guess.
He does.
So,
move forward from that. We're talking about Dodgers with that. And I go, Dodgers have more money than God. What do you think about the situation with the team potentially being sold?
This is my personal thing,
All right, let it out.
The brother is a dirtbag, man. This is a dirtbag move, man. If my brother...
Shots.
Dude, if my brother leaves me a friggin', hey, man, I trust you with this. And you know what? The brother he left it to originally, I don't know which one it was, he didn't want it. So then the next guy in line didn't want it. It was John that said, okay, I'll take it. I'll cradle it. I'll move forward with it. But this is a dirtbag move. I can't believe it. The only thing that's good about it is that we are in prime location, San Diego, dude. Who doesn't want to be here?
Okay.
And the Padres don't suck. They do bring in money. You know what I mean? So whoever the next owner is going to be needs to have money to put into the team.
It's almost a $2 billion team now.
And B, they know they're going to make money. So I believe somebody's going to come in with the ability to compete financially, because that's one of the things now that has to happen.
It's got to be a financial group, just like how the Dodgers are owned by a group.
They're owned by a group, but there's one guy in charge. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't mind that all day. You get a group going, one guy's in charge, they know it. You know what I mean? And he's the one that says, okay, this is how much money we're gonna drop.
Yeah.
And they all make money. And that TV contract, bro. That TV contract is what's killing everybody.
Everyone.
You know what I mean? What is it? $350 million off top every season?
Something like that. $350
million, dude. That's a contract, bro. That's Kyle Tucker. You know what I mean? Kyle Tucker, we'll give you $350 million right now. Schwarber. We'll give you $350 million right. Both of you motherfuckers. We'll pay you, and we'll pay you 2026. We'll pay you 2027. You know what I mean?
There you go.
And then there you go. We
got our DHs.
Plus whatever they got coming in after that. You know what I mean? So that's why we need somebody that's going to be able to financially compete. You know what I mean? It's not just about competing with the front offices anymore, or who gets to what guy. Look, The Dodgers are so blatant, bro. They're tampering right now as we speak with that picture that just got posted a couple days ago. They sent the World Series MVP to Japan to have dinner with this guy to say, "Hey, man, come on over."
Well, I mean,
you know what I mean, dude? But it's not allowed. It's not. I mean, come on.
About it, at this point, I go if the Yankees in the '90s was. What do they used to call them?
The Evil Empire. The Evil Empire.
Well, now that the Dodgers are the New Order.
They are. But dude, I mean, but they're being blatant about it. They're not even trying to hide it. They're not even trying. They're like, dude, we're the Dodgers.
We can do whatever
we can do. You want to say something about it? Here's $100 million. Shut up. You know what I mean? I'd be like, okay. I'll shut up, dude. Yeah, all day. Thanks, man. I'll see you later. Rob Manfred is the type of person right now that
he's loving it.
He's loving
so many guys. He got Japan now. Biggest. I guess Game 7 was the highest watch World Series.
It was. But with good look. Even though I absolutely hate who was involved, which is the Dodgers, it was a good game.
Yeah, last year they brought in.
It was a good game.
Again, what they say last year was the highest World Series rated.
Yeah. That should have said.
You know why?
Because the Dodgers.
They got Ohtani.
They got Ohtani. And it was going to be his first World Series, for Ohtani. They hyped it up, really, really well. You know what I mean?
Yankees.
And it was, dude, and the Yankees didn't deserve it. Come on now. The Yankees, I couldn't believe the errors that I saw on the T-ball field out there, Aaron Judge was just dropping fly balls. I couldn't believe it.
He was already ready for his next play.
Yeah. My God, bro. My God. But, I mean, let me just be clear, dude. The selling of the team, it sucks. But at the same time, it's a blessing because we could get, that one guy or that one group that can come in and say, we'll take it. We'll take on the bank loan. We'll take on these contracts. We'll take it. We will make our money, and we will put money into this team, and we will be able to compete. I just want somebody that's going to be able to compete financially. That's it, man. I mean, everything else is going to fall into place after that.
So for me, it's a double-edged sword. Part of me thinks just like that. I go, yeah, let's have someone come in. Someone's going to come in. Hope it's like you said, a group. That'd be great. Then the other part kicks in. And I go, what if it's the opposite? What if it's someone that comes in and says, you know what? I see this team that window has closed because stars have aging contracts that are going to be horrible. Child's going to be making like $39 million, something like that. Right. Like horrible contracts when you think about it now when it comes to value of how these players are performing. Okay. Not what they do in the regular season. This isn't, we ain't Formula One. We're talking about what's going to do when it matters in the playoffs, right?
Right.
They have not been performing. And they're going to say, well, we don't need Tatis. He's young. We can trade him for prospects. We don't need Merrill. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. We don't need Cron. Someone will probably, maybe they won't take up, but for sure, Tatis and Merrill, they'll pick up those contracts real quick. And ain't no team that dumb to get rid of a 22-year-old and a 26-year-old in his prime for, 10 years and about, how much does Tatis have left? Like 8 more years of control?
8 more. Yeah, 8 more years of control.
So you got that too, which will bring you a whole team of prospects at this point.
But we don't know we don't know what prospects can do. I think that's why we got rid of the Leo Dallas DeVries, because we don't know what he's great in the. Look at Campusano. Campusano in
great minor league.
He's the best, dude. Mashing slug, the whole shit. You throw him out there in Petco, bro. He's like
lost,
swinging at nothing. You know what I mean? So
some people can't handle the pressure.
So you never know with prospects. What we got now is established, and that's why I said you're not just getting the Padres. You're getting San Diego. San Diego, dude, who doesn't want to come here? Dude, it's November 20th. It was 70 degrees earlier. You know what I mean?
Nice.
It was 70 degrees earlier in the middle of November. Where else are you going to get that? Where else are you going to get that, dude?
No.
Plus, the team is a contender. The team is a contender. The fans
are behind them right now.
Right, we're selling out every game.
I think it was 70 this
71.
Yeah,
71. So we're not, if the team
26,000,
if the team gets sold, and man, it my voice shakes because it's really a hard 50-50 because it's a hard 50-50 to go the good way and a hard 50-50 to go the bad way.
Double-edged.
It's super sharp, that double-edged sword. if we go in the opposite direction, we're just gonna it's just gonna
It'll
disappear.
fall apart.
It'll fall
We'll
apart.
be done for another 10 years.
Yeah.
They'll probably get rid of AJ.
Yeah. Like that.
And then he'll go somewhere that trusts him, and next thing you know, they got a championship.
He'll go to Colorado. That's where he'll go. He'll go to the Rockies, dude, and make it a super team, and just be like, let's rock. And stick it to the Padres, dude, and that's what he'll do every time.
He'll get sluggers galore probably.
Bro,
he'll figure it out. And
absolutely, he'll figure it out.
Next thing you know, that team will be number one.
Yeah. So
competing against the Dodgers for first place, and they won't be allergic like we are. That's why I was saying we're allergic to first place.
Oh, tell me about it.
Like big time.
Tell me about it.
Like 100%, we're allergic.
They
see it, they sniff it, and they just start.
How many times did we get it put in our lap, bro? How many times this season?
That goes back to our stars, not
acting like stars. How many times? It's like, oh my god, first place. Oh my god. Division champions. Are you kidding? Oh my god.
Oh man, that's horrible when it comes to that stuff. What do you think about that though? When they're talking about, read that thing about them getting rid of that piece.
Man, come on.
Now, I know he has a no trade clause, and I go, it would be the most dumbest move in the whole wide world to get rid of it because you're going to bring nothing, like how you said, prospects. Just prospect after prospect after prospect. Like, that's not going to... Like how you said, prospect does not mean good.
Let's say you trade Tatis, okay? And Jeff Bezos owns the team, right? Or, I don't know, another millionaire, gazillionaire, whatever, owns the team. And you trade Tatis, it's still going to fall apart.
Yes.
You cannot trade Tatis. And this is all and you know what? These are all pipe dreams from other fan bases, like the Yankees. Who else was talking about it? It was the Yankees. It was the Dodgers were talking about it. They were like, oh, yeah, they're going to trade because of all this insecurity and all this not knowing and this ownership deals and blah, blah, blah. We're like, dude, no.
Still in the contract.
Yeah, the contract is binding, bro. Yeah. Like, where do you guys go to? I mean, how do you guys follow baseball? You know? Same with Machado. You know, same with Bogarts. You know,
no one's taking Machado's contract.
No one's taking Machado or Bogarts, but I'm just saying. But I'm just saying, bro. They're not going anywhere. They're just not. And for it, and it was the talk of the town last season too. Oh, they're gonna trade Tatis. Oh, they're gonna trade Tatis, bro. To who? Oh, he's going to the Mets with Soto. He's gonna go to the. No, he's not, bro. No. Oh, because he can get paid over there. Bro, he's already got paid here. He got a contract. There's nothing. Take it easy, guys. Take it easy. So. I do, and for a minute, it did sound good. They were like, "Well, this is why because the ownership troubles. They missed the playoffs twice. There's some internal beef going on. That's a secret mystery. Blah blah blah." For a minute, it made sense, but then it came out like I think it was Eric Grupner came out and said, "We're not trading Tatis. Take it easy, guys. Settle down.
That's what they need to do. I think that's what Stammen needs to do is go up there and just be like, we're not trading.
Yeah, we're not trading.
We're not trading.
Yeah, we're not trading. You know what I mean? And even on that end, he's going to be our backbone for a minute. And Jackson Merrill's going to follow him. So it's not,
those are our two stars.
Those are our two stars right now that I think we really need to pay attention and kind of get them going,
Yes.
Because if Jackson Merrill and Fernando Tatis, that young blood, starts pumping out through the rest of the team, bro, we're going to be pretty dang good.
To me, I feel like it all starts with Machado.
He's the captain.
And I look at it like Machado has not been clutching up like he used to. At least not the last two seasons. I don't look regular season. He's had good regular seasons, but he's just not. He has not been doing it in the playoffs. Like last year, he started good. Remember that? I mean, he crushed who was it? Yamamoto's pretty good.
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah.
And then he just fell asleep. Then this year, he started off really good. Remember, he's coming in healthy and this and that. Yeah. The whole team started off good, and then they just got allergic to first place. They decided they didn't know how to play, and they got to the playoffs. All right, we got this. I remember thinking, I knew Chicago was going to be tough. I hadn't even said it prior to anyone that listened. I was like, this is not going to be an easy series.
Right.
I didn't think we were going to lose it, but I was like, they have beaten us during the regular season. They kind of owned us.
Right.
There's a reason why we're playing there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly.
I mean, they also had the better record, but I mean, even if we had a better record, that was one of those things that they beat us. They took care of us.
Yeah.
We had taken care of the Brewers. I was like, I think we could take the Brewers out. We had just gone through them literally 2 weeks prior to that. We had just gone through them. We could take the Brewers. We had beaten them. And I was like, our biggest challenge would be the Dodgers, potentially the Phillies because they're very close to us.
Yeah.
I was like, that might be tough. But I never thought that they would just fall asleep in the first game and fall asleep in that third game. I was like,
To me, man, my only concern was that we had to go to Chicago. That was it. We're like, okay, we don't have home field for these first 3 games, playoff games. We got to go to Chicago. And then I started paying real close attention to Pete Crow Armstrong, to Shotei Managa. I'm like, whoa, Pete Crow Armstrong, dude, this guy's a stud. You know, this guy's a winner. You know, Shotei Managa, he's been carrying the Cubbies for the whole season. This guy's all right. But the rest of the team just didn't really. Kyle Tucker, he was good.
Started waking up a little bit.
But he didn't really do it for me that well. That's why if he goes to the Dodgers, dude, I'm not impressed. Some guys just don't impress me. You know what I mean?
I get it.
It's just some guys just don't impress me.
They just play better than the Dodgers.
And Kyle Tucker's one of those dudes that just doesn't really do it for me. If we would have offered him a ton of money and he would have came to San Diego, I'd have kind of been like, shit, why?
Another Bogarts?
Yeah, dude, what the heck? What are we thinking here? When we got
bring a name.
Yeah, dude, come on now, come on. When we got Laureano out there, who's doing perfectly well, but yeah. So the Cubbies just didn't really impress me, man. And I thought, okay, the only thing that sucks was we got to go to Chicago and the wind and the wind, that's going to carry the ball weird, going to make it move weird,
And they're beating us this year.
and they kind of took care of us, but I figured they could turn the switch on. It's the playoffs. This is what you play all those games for. This is what you play through injury for. This is what you take those extra, 6 outs as a pitcher for.
Yes.
This is why you do it. And you kind of you put your body in a reset mode, and you're just okay, bam, just however many more games we got to do, let's do it. You know what I mean? Yamamoto pitched 3 games, dude, in the World Series, almost complete. Plus, he was getting ready to close it out, Game 7. Come on.
Yeah, he came out there.
Come on. You know what I mean? So, and Blake Snell.
Oh,
They're like, hey, he's like, hey, man, get back, Roberts. Get back, Dave Roberts. You know what I mean? Let me finish. I'm not saying that Blake
That's
Snell.
not analytics right there.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
Analytics and not hit that home run in the 9th inning.
Exactly.
From a guy you would never think he hit a home run.
And he went off of, hey, man, I got this. I'm telling you I got this. Damn, analytics be damn. I'm telling you. Just go back, send, Vesia, I think was still, no, he wasn't there. I forgot who was coming out. Or was it Vesia?
Which one?
For the series, I forgot if it wasn't the World Series. It was the series prior.
Oh, when they kept Snell?
When they kept Snell in the game, and Snell was just told him, get back, man, get back. So, whoever was coming out, and dude walked back like, shit, you know what I mean?
Well, he has learned his lesson because prior to the other World Series and other playoff games, he has played the analytic game and bitten when they asked him times.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think this time he listened more to the players because, he didn't play that game that you say. He said, whatever you guys say is what was going to happen. So
I was thinking about that. I go, what team has really focused on analytics and won the World Series?
I don't think any. I mean, maybe.
Like full. Like you go, you face 2 times as a starter. You can't go the 3rd time or all that stuff. I mean, it backfired on Tampa Bay. Obviously, Moneyball were started and they never got
Phillies, maybe the Phillies.
They didn't win the World Series.
No, but they were in it when they threw out Ranger Suarez against, was it Profar? And he struck him out or something, popped him up.
Yeah.
And they were saying it was because of the analytics, the way that Suarez delivers and the way that Profar swings, right? He pops up, you know what I mean? So that's, part of that. I don't know.
He got a game or 2. I'm saying, actually won the World Series.
I don't think so, man. I just don't think so. I don't think.
I got more research. I'm gonna have an answer for that next time.
I think we should. I think we should because the Dodgers won this game by 5 inches, bro. It was that much. The
oh my god.
The play at the plate.
Okay.
5 inches, bro.
My rant for this.
Let's do it.
And this is it killed me. 18 inning game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Everyone's greatest game ever. They think, oh man, I watched it the whole game. I swear I was dying at the end. I was like, and Toronto took out all their stars. They took out all their players that were hitting 300, literally in the World Series. He took them all out.
Right.
Not the Dodgers. They took out their just crappy little players here and there, and then they lost because one of their stars hit the home run. Game 7, again, he took out some of his better players. I feel like it was a good series, don't get me wrong. Great series. Great Game 7.
Mm-hmm.
I am never been a fan of taking out your stars in any type of playoff scenario. Dodgers did not take out the stars, and their star won it for them. Will Smith.
Yeah.
Right? They won that 18-inning game. Who was it? Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman, yeah.
Okay, you think about that. You go, these guys kept, I think Vlad kept him in the entire game both times, Game 7. They took out Bo Bichette.
Yeah.
They took out even Ty France when they took him out. He was batting, 333 or something like that. Or they took out all their star players because of situational baseball. Oh, this guy's not fast enough. Oh, this is not fast enough. And that guy, Ian IKF or something like that? Yeah. You think about it, you brought that guy in for that 18-inning game. He went over 6 or something like that. It was horrible. Batting 1 something. And then you look at that 9th inning, and yes, they say the coaches told him to step back or this or that. And that's when I go, dude, you don't listen. Stop with the analytical stuff. Stop with this and that, because if he takes that secondary lead, he's safe.
He wins.
World Series is over.
It's over. And
we get to laugh at the Dodgers because they didn't get the championship, right?
Instead of having to hear him. Oh, yeah.
Instead of having to hear, I hear at work. And that's the part where I always say, and I'm tired of these teams taking out their stars.
So ride them until it's over.
Yes, you ride them because why are they your star players?
Yeah.
Why do you have star players? You take out your bottom feeders. You take out your replaceable players. You take out the ones that you go like an Andy Pajes, that you're just I'm going to bring him in because he can play defense. We make that catch. You know what I mean? You do that because you go, these guys are not going to be world beaters on the plane. They're not expected to be the world beaters. They're going to get out there. Maybe they get lucky a couple hits here and there or whatever. But you don't take out your Mookies. You don't take out your Freddie Freemans. They don't take out.
Because they're hanging by the ankles, bro. If you take out Mookie Betts in a Game 7, dude, and it's back and forth, and it's a heavyweight fight, and you take out Mookie Betts, bro, when you get to LA, bro, they're gonna come get you. You know what I mean? So, but with the Blue Jays, I think, and listen, again, the Dodgers have been there, they've done it, they know how to play the game. The pressure didn't get to them. They stayed calm, cool, and collected the entire time, right? Yeah. The Blue Jays, I think it kind of got to them. It kind of the suspense. They couldn't take it. They wanted it to be over. They wanted to win. They were doing everything and anything to get there. And I think that's what got them. I think if they would have been slow and steady, you know what I mean? They would have gotten the win. They would have been the champions. It would have been a different outcome. But we'll never know.
Nah.
We'll never know. They did, and I'm sure the manager learned. That slow and steady is what gets you. Because the Dodgers didn't hang their head, or they were just okay, next inning, we're up now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you saw it when they ran into the dugout. You saw it when they came out. They never, ever, ever were oh man, it's over here. Oh man, Jesus, we got to make up 2 runs. They were okay, we got to get 2 runs. This guy's up. Okay, we're gonna get 2 runs here. You know what I mean?
Every inning's a battle.
So, and I think that's where the Blue Jays kind of faltered, and they said, okay, you know what? I think this guy's a little tired. Let me sit him down. Versus that, hey, bro, you good? You could. That's valid too.
Yeah.
You can say that. You know what I mean? Hey, man, you all right? And of course, I was going to say yes, I'm fine, even though they're not.
Yeah.
Bo Bichette was not okay.
He was still hitting.
He was hitting. He was hitting. What should have been a triple was a single for him because his knee was like a softball.
Hey,
you know what I mean? But he got out there, which is cool.
Getting on base, and they had followed their game plan was they got on base.
Yeah.
Remember, they were us last year.
Yes.
But with better slugging. Essentially.
Yeah.
But they were us last year. They were getting the ball, they were getting hits, they were getting on base. It's I get you wanted to put your speedsters in there because you think, if someone gets a double, you're going to win.
Right.
But it's you're losing a contact hitter that can potentially come up later on in the game with maybe someone on base, and he's going to move him up farther. He's going to get it. He's going to get the hit that someone's not going to get.
Well, I mean,
I get it. That's done.
It's hindsight.
I think it's more rant because I'm tired of the Dodgers winning. At this
And
point.
you know what, man? It's looking like a three-peat, bro. It's looking like a three-peat because I think
Can't
that.
say that in this house.
I mean, a realist. It's a realist issue. They're gonna go all out because 2027's coming, and 2027 is gonna bring change. 2027 is gonna bring that CBA. However, the union wants to go about it. I think baseball this time is gonna say bring it. You know, whether it's luxury taxing, deferred contracts.
That's a big one.
You know what I mean? Or getting that cap out there. I think it's good. There's some changes coming.
Do you think the cap will be good?
I absolutely think the cap is going to be good. I absolutely believe that. And everybody's like, why? Because look, everyone's saying get me a salary floor. And this is my theory, okay?
Okay.
There's a league minimum already. This is the floor. This is the league minimum right here.
Look at the luxury tax.
Right?
You hit that.
The league minimum is you have to pay a certain player this much money to play for your team no matter what.
Yeah.
Which is what, like $900,000 or something like that. That's it. If Kyle Tucker goes to the Tampa Bay Rays for $900,000, shame on Kyle Tucker.
Yeah.
Right? If you put a floor down, nothing's going to change because the sky's still the limit.
Of course.
The sky's still the limit.
Forever.
You know what I mean? So if we put a cap,
put a roof over that.
if you put a roof on it, you know what I mean? This is as far as you're going to go as a team. That's it.
What number do you cap that at? Because
now
a team like the Dodgers can throw out 400 million, 500 million. A team like Tampa Bay could throw out 50 million, 60 million. You know what I mean?
Right.
So where do you cap this?
This is where I was going to do a little bit more research. Everyone's saying that every owner can do way more than what they're doing, right? I don't see how that is, to be honest. I don't see how that looks. Because every owner can do what the Dodgers are doing. I don't see it. Not every team gets $350 million off top from TV deals.
Yeah.
Not every team gets, all this, money coming in because they got all these, superstars.
Those are the biggest stadium.
You know what I mean? They got the biggest stadium. Then they're selling out. So I get it. But at the same time, Tampa Bay can't do it. So I'm thinking,
Nobody even goes to that stadium.
Jeez, right? $1 billion? Capital? $1 billion. Yeah. $1 billion. Puts together a nice team nowadays, dude, because think about it.
Who's going to spend that?
Whoever wants to win. Whoever wants. Dude, the Dodgers are way past $1 billion. Like they're way past it.
$500 million, something like that. $450
You know what I mean?
million. I would think more something like, because right now football used to be like 100 or something.
Was it?
Yeah.
Look, everybody's gonna want
So
the Shohei contract.
Yeah,
everybody's gonna want the Soto contract.
Yeah.
So if you put it at $1 billion, this is the guy you're gonna put your money on.
I look at it maybe 26 players on the team, 40-man roster, $350 million a season.
I mean, and that
it's doable.
It's doable, yeah, and that really opens it up for everybody.
Yeah,
that really opens it up for everybody. But
maybe $300 million, not $350.
But
here's the drawback on that. You go, let's say you see $350 million. A player like Ohtani, he's getting paid $700 million, right?
Right.
Crap ton of money. Yeah, he deferred it, whatever. But the guy's getting 50 home runs. The guy's giving you 300 batting average. Guy pretty much. He's a great player though. He's
pitching well.
Doing
the whole shot.
Okay. So a player like him can get paid a gargantuan amount right now. You put a cap on, the argument is, well, he's gonna get paid $20 million a year, $30 million a year because, you have to fill the whole team. If you have a cap, you can't get these extraordinary players, the dumb money that they get. Like Juan Soto can't get his $700 million or.
Does Juan Soto deserve it?
I'm not.
I'm
just saying
does Juan Soto deserve? I'm not gonna pay Juan Soto $700 million.
$700 million.
Hell no.
For on base percentage?
No way. Get out of here. No way.
Oh, he can hit home runs. He's got some good batting average. But yeah,
come on. Now Ohtani is a complete. He's a unicorn, bro. The guy
Ohtani to me is
he's
Barry
a robot.
Bonds that can pitch.
He's a robot, bro.
He's just Barry Bonds that can pitch.
And pretty soon he's not going to be able to, bro. I'm telling you.
He's just a DH that can pitch. The guy's never even played the field.
That's what I'm saying. That's now.
He's great though. He can hit.
He's awesome.
I'm not just gonna hate, but
he's great, dude. And he's probably the only one that's ever going to be able to do it ever again. You know what I mean? I don't think. I mean, at that level and that good. You know, there's going to be other guys that are going to come up and say, "I can pitch and hit," but dude, you can't pitch like Ohtani. You can't hit like Ohtani. You're not going to be able to do it. It's just not. I don't see it happening.
maybe not right now.
I don't see it happening.
I'm
now,
sure some kids right now growing up seeing it.
yeah, and they're going to want to do it, and they're going to want to do
20
it.
years.
Yeah, and they're going to want to do it. But if, for example, here's another example. Look at the Chiefs right now. The Chiefs, because they have a cap and they put all their money for Mahomes, look what they're doing. They're in the hunt. They're not even contenders right now. So, and the NFL spreads it out. Spreads it out. You know what I mean? So imagine if that
one
was
giant contract.
Imagine if the MLB did that.
MLB, that's the only problem is that the NFL has one giant unified contract under the NFL law,
Right,
the rules, so the money gets spread out everywhere evenly, and
Right,
etc.
right.
Whereas these, baseball, we go by markets.
Yes.
So obviously,
It's
a
not
market like San Diego will not get the same amount as a market like LA, like New York, the biggest cities
Yes.
in the world.
Now, is it the fault of the San Diego Padres that they're victim of regional circumstance?
No.
It sucks, dude. It sucks. You know what I mean? But who doesn't want to come here?
I get that. So
you know what I mean?
You say salary cap, yes.
Yes.
I say salary cap, yes, just because I'm tired of seeing these, power
ridiculous
hungry
contracts
teams thrown out.
The Dodgers are going to get Kyle Tucker, dude, on a ridiculous contract.
He's gonna get
You know what I mean?
everything.
Now, he
man.
deserves it. He deserves it. Okay, granted, he deserves it. But, come on. When is enough enough?
Yeah.
When is the Rockies going to be able to compete for a Kyle Tucker?
Never.
When is the White Sox going to be able to compete for another pitcher? Never, dude. Paul Skeens is in Pittsburgh right now. Come on. You think he's not waiting for these 4 years to end? You know what he's looking at, dude?
The Yankees
or the Dodgers, dude. And guess who's
the Mets.
Yeah, or the Mets, maybe. I don't know, but
could be the Phillies too. They got money.
Dude, he's gonna get offers so
He's gonna get dumb
insane.
Money. He's gonna be like the first billionaire contract.
Like here's with the $2.7 billion. You know what I mean, for freaking
like
30 years. Yeah, you know what I mean. Whatever,
$200
dude.
million a year.
You know, but I mean, do we want it to get to that? Even though he's super deserving, do we want it to get to that?
I personally don't. I think it's becoming the haves and the have-nots. People will argue and say, well, not every team, that has the highest payroll makes the playoffs. I mean, the Mets is a good example. Everyone's going to use the Mets, and they're falling apart. I look at it and I go, with the cap, every team has a chance.
Yeah, everybody.
Without the cap, right now, they have to get very clever. And yes, it's becoming very analytical. Yes, it's helped. Thanks to the A's with Moneyball, etc. Tampa Bay has perfected it pretty much. I mean, you see them; they were for a long time always in the hunt.
Right.
They got to the World Series with like the garbage payroll.
Mm-hmm.
So it is possible, but those become exceptions, and that's the part where I feel like if you want this sport to be like great and not just have your top dogs be like, oh my God, this is the just when the Yankees or the Dodgers or the Mets or the Phillies, are in the World Series, that's when you got the high ratings and you get horrible, lowest ratings ever when it was like Texas and Arizona.
I remember that too.
But
I remember that. That was sad.
If you want to have a good, uniform MLB, you need to give every team a chance to actually make it there. Now, they don't make it there because their owners say, you know what? I mean, I can spend $350, but I'm going to spend about $100 because I don't want to.
Owners got to be held accountable.
Then, yes, that's when you can say, hey.
Owners got to be held. There's a cap, bro. You need to spend this money.
Yeah.
You need to spend this
money.
You
can all do it.
Yeah.
Everybody can do it. So what I would do is, Forbes throws out, you can see it in every single one, whatever team makes a year.
Right.
I know Atlanta threw out their, I think they put their tax spreadsheet or something like that, their profit and loss.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did that. I forgot how much.
The Dodgers don't do that.
Yeah, no one really does it.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I should have got that one. It was like $35 million or something like that. Some kind of money where they made profit.
Wow.
So you go, that's a very big team, right? So you think about that and you say, okay, these teams can make money. They can they make a little bit. These owners obviously want,
Right.
screw them, man. But you go, if every team can spend about 350, and that's your cap, then the ones that don't, those fan bases can say, hey, what's your excuse at this point?
Yeah. Accountability.
Yes, you're not going to fill the stadium up because you're not trying. You're not, and then you don't have the excuse anymore of saying, well, we just can't compete with these guys. We can't compete with a $1 billion team. Yes, you're right. Right now we can't. Right now baseball's an unfair sport.
Right.
If you make it fair, maybe the players will say, well, I want to get paid more money. But again, now you're just talking about the superstars, right? Not everyone's getting paid Ohtani money. That's only a few players. So Ohtani and Soto are the only 700s right now.
Yeah.
So I go, give me the salary cap. Hold every team accountable.
Mm-hmm.
This is your line.
Yes.
Here's your, how you said, here's your ceiling, here's your floor. That's it.
And make
it work.
Make it to work. Can you imagine, dude?
If Arizona or Tampa Bay or those teams actually have that, they have that money, they spend it, and then you go every single year. Tampa Bay goes to the World Series to say something.
Yeah.
The Mariners, and you're like, high-rated, World Series. Why? Because they're just being contenders every year. Because people actually watch them every year. Because they're not just saying like, "Oh yeah, we're going to be fans at the end of the year."
No,
and everyone's known.
Everyone's vested.
Big MLB put every team on TV.
Yeah.
Make a deal with Fox Sports and not just play. Hey, I'm going to play just the Dodgers and the Yankees. I'm just going to play the top tier teams. Make every single team in there, just like how the NFL does it. NFL has Monday night for every single team.
Yeah.
They have Thursday night for every single team. They make sure they have eyes on every team. All we did, well, we can play every single team.
You're absolutely right on that. And all I know is that, bro, imagine if AJ Preller had the financial freedom of the Dodgers.
5 World Series.
You know what I mean? We're going to 5 people. Imagine that, dude. And everyone's saying that the Dodger GM is like this great GM because he has all these, he has all these players. That guy can fail a $300 million contract, no problem.
Yeah.
AJ Preller doesn't do that.
He can't.
He cannot. He doesn't have that luxury.
He wouldn't be here.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We almost kicked him out for Bogarts. You know what I mean? We almost did him dirty for Bogarts, but he's making it work. Like, at the end of the day, we love him and we hate him, but AJ Preller's doing well.
Oh, I love Preller. I hate him.
Now, me too. I love him, dude. I don't care what anybody says. But if it was a uniformed, contract, everybody got the same amount of money, everybody's making money.
Maybe not everyone make the same, but at least have a ceiling where you can hit.
Yeah, if everybody has a target and says, okay, this is how much we're going to all spend, everybody has that chance, man. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, dude. In the NFL, everybody has that chance. You know what I mean?
Too.
Everybody wants to go play in the NFL for right now for the Chiefs. Why? They're the winner. You know what I mean?
They built a good team.
They built a good team.
Coaching
and they'll take a lesser check. Now, in the MLB, let's say it does hit that ceiling. You know who's still going to have the advantage? The Dodgers. Why? Because everybody's going to want to go play with Ohtani, with Freeman, with Betts, with Yamamoto, with Snell, with Glasnow.
You'll still have those teams.
You'll still have those teams that are going to want to play, but we're going to be able to say, dude, come to San Diego.
We can afford you.
We can afford you. B, you're going to be living right.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And you have a chance to.
And you got to have a chance.
Be thrown.
Yes. And check this out.
Order.
What if you're part of the team that takes it from them? Can you imagine that?
Oh, man.
Yeah, you're part of the team that takes it from them.
Well, we're the new Boston Red Sox. Remember, they went like 100 years without winning.
Oh, my God.
They pulled it off on some miracle.
I don't have 100 years, man.
Be our miracle.
I don't have 100 years, man. I need this to go down
on our lifetime
sooner than later. Please and thank you, man. Please and thank you.
I'm good with that. Well, I think we're good with that right there. We'll end it on a high note.
On a high note, World Series
2026. We called it already. We're gonna win it. We're gonna win it because we're gonna be the team that dethrones.
Yeah, the Dodgers.
Just
Amen.
like Boston did. All right, this is Alvaro.
Have a good one. This is Alvaro and Luis. You guys have a great day.
Fieles.
Ooh, Los Fieles. That's right. Los Fieles. We'll see you guys soon.
All right.